Warning, the following video is so manly that it can make a woman grow a beard. So if you are a little Justin Bieber, proceed with caution.
What is up, gentlemen? Today let's talk about Black Ops 3 on the old consoles versus Black Ops 3 on the new consoles. I pretty much knew that they were going to make the game for the old consoles because there's still a lot of people playing on those systems, and as long as there's money to be made there, they will make the money there. So Call of Duty games, gentlemen, on the old consoles, it seems that they will never be the same. The last good one was Call of Duty Ghosts, which was almost identical to Ghosts on the new consoles. I have Ghost for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and it plays much better on the PlayStation 3. It has no problems, it plays flawlessly, so that kind of tells me that the game was primarily made for the old consoles, and then they kind of try to, they like copy-pasted the game for the new consoles and polished a little bit so that it looked like next gen. And then you have Advanced Warfare, which was truly made for the new consoles, and I mean, they then tried to fit the game. You know, they went ham on the game. They made it with all the new using kind of the power of the new consoles, and then they tried to copy the game for the old consoles, which cannot handle the power of the new ones, and the game turned out to be fucking garbage on the old consoles. It has a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. Sometimes you start the match without a gun, your character is just holding nothing, and you know, among other issues, but what bothers me the most is that the graphics look garbage. I mean, they're just the worst graphics in Call of Duty history, and it's terrible. So pretty much from now on, right, to make Call of Duty games on the old consoles, they have to remove certain features so that the game can be played at its best, so that there's no so that we don't have another Advanced Warfare. But I mean, does Black Ops 3, right, have to be and look like a bad game on the old consoles, gentlemen? I mean, why can't it look and play as good as the other Call of Duties? I mean, the other Call of Duties look great, so why can't they make a new Call of Duty that looks great just like the other ones? Well, I mean, as I said, from now on they will have to remove certain features. If they do that, the game will look good and the game will play good. So Black Ops 3 for the new consoles can have all these new features, all the new movements, and be maximized at its best. But when you make the game for the old consoles, right, you gotta remove certain things. But in my opinion, you cannot touch 6 things, alright? These 6 things need to be in the game, so if you have to remove something else, alright? So you need to have good maps, good guns and attachments, perks, kill streaks, equipment, and obviously traditional gameplay, alright? The maps, the guns, attachments, perks, kill streaks, and equipment need to be the same from the ones on the new consoles, and obviously the gameplay, in my opinion, should be the traditional gameplay, which is like the other Call of Duties before Advanced Warfare. So the rest, gentlemen, alright, these are the most important things you need to have in the game. The rest are just fucking cosmetics. I mean, things you don't really need. Yeah, it's cool to have all these things, but if you need to sacrifice something for the game to be good, then go ahead and remove the things we don't really need, alright? So if Treyarch has to remove features for the game to fit the available space on the old consoles for the game to look and play well like the other Call of Duties, then remove features like, for example, wall running, boost jumping and sliding. Before Advanced Warfare we didn't have any of that bullshit, and the games were fucking epic. So if you need some space, right, to work on the game to make it play better on the old consoles, right, just go ahead and remove these things. We don't need it. You can, while you are at it, you can also remove Gunsmith. We don't need that shit. It's just a cosmetic. Who the fuck cares about you know, putting attachments and look and see? And I mean, it's fucking, we don't need that shit, right? Special characters and abilities, and bam, if you remove all these things, there's a shit ton of space to improve the game. And it's that fucking simple. You remove all those things, you work on the good maps, you work on the guns, attachments, perks, kill streaks, equipment, traditional gameplay, you work on the graphics, and bam, you have a great game With less features, yes, but still a great fucking game like all the other Call of Duties. If you want to enjoy the new features, new movements, new mechanics, this and that, then buy a goddamn new console. Now, for those of you gentlemen who are still on the old consoles and are wondering if you should upgrade or not, you need to make a choice, alright? Either you stay on the old consoles and get a Black Ops 3 with less features, but with free delicious online gaming, if you are on the PlayStation 3, obviously on the Beast Station 3, versus a Black Ops 3 with all the features, but you need to buy the game, you need to buy a console, and you need to pay to play online. This is what you need to choose, gentlemen. Now, as I said, Black Ops 3 will have less features on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. The PlayStation 4 and Xbox One will have everything that they can put on the game, in the game, whatever. And the two features have been confirmed to not be on the old consoles. Feature number one, you will not have a 4-player co-op on single player on the old consoles. You will just be able to have a 2-player. You will just have a 2-player co-op on the old consoles. Now, it's not a big deal. Who the fuck cares about that? I mean, a 2-player co-op is better than just one. So, I mean, it's pretty good, to be honest. The other feature that will not be in the old consoles, it seems, that is the paint job. So either you won't be able to have as much space to create your emblem in Black Ops 3, or you won't be able to create any emblem at all. Again, this is no big deal. Who cares about putting an emblem on your gun? Yes, if you can have it, I mean, it's great, but if you can't, no one cares. Now, there's a few more things, gentlemen, that I believe that won't be on the old consoles. For example, there won't be any shadows. Your players will not have any shadows, and you will not be able to look at your feet. Now, these two things are two new things they are putting in Black Ops 3 in a Call of Duty for the first time, and I'm pretty sure this won't be on the old consoles. It seems that there might not be any DLCs for the old consoles. I mean, yeah, this is kind of sad, but you know, whatever. I think that they will still release DLCs because they want to make money, but I've heard somewhere that they might not put any DLCs in the game. There won't be multiple attachments. In the Black Ops 3, it seems that you'll be able to have several attachments of the same type, you know, with different shapes, different forms, different colors, and obviously this is a feature that is just for cosmetic purposes, so if they have to remove something, they will probably remove this. There will be probably no ground war, and these are pretty much the things you can expect to not be in Black Ops 3 on the old consoles. Now, there's a few more things you can expect, but these things are bad news, alright? These things are bad news, like bad graphics and bad textures, just like Advanced Warfare. You can expect a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, like for example in Advanced Warfare, starting off a match without a gun, and you can't do anything besides getting yourself killed as fast as you can so that you can start playing the game. Long loading screens, and input lag, and also frame rate dropping. So I mean, future kind of is kind of looking black for the old consoles when it comes to Black Ops 3. But I mean, if they do what I just said, gentlemen, if they keep the most important things, right? Good maps, good looking maps, good guns, you know, the guns, all the attachments, all the perks, all the kill streaks, all the equipment, and obviously traditional gameplay. If they focus on these things, and if they remove the cosmetic stuff, right, the stuff that you don't need, the stuff that isn't important, like wall running, boost jumping, sliding, gunsmith, special characters, special abilities, and stuff like that, if they remove these things, then you will have a biblical fucking game on the old consoles, just like the older ones, the older Call of Duties, and I'll fucking buy it. I'll buy it for the old consoles, and I'll buy it for the new consoles, and I'll play both of fucking them. So tell me what you think, gentlemen. I will see you next time. Peace.